Hi everyone, this is Diane. I hope this video is going to be okay with lighting because it is 10:30, almost 10:30 at night, and it's just been one of those days where I've been in and out of this room. I did get some things done, but I was never in here long enough to really get set to do a video. So before I go to bed tonight, I wanted to do a little bit more work, and I thought I'll just turn the camera on and see if it turns out. So I said that these are the chicken journals, by the way, and I'm using Amity Bloom's Everyday Journal course that I had to purchase to make the cover. I don't have the covers right here with me, but I've shown them in a couple of videos. And I said that I was not going to use the course instructions to construct the pages, and I'm not. But I do want to use her instructions for getting the signatures into the journal. So she has her pages divided up into 7 signatures. So I've done that. She had 4 pages per signature. I put 5 in mine. So there's going to be a lot of pages in these journals. I have cut the pages and put them all together into the signatures, and I've added some eyelet trim, a variety of eyelet trims, to some of the edges. And I've got that much done on both eyelet trims. And I've done pockets on some of the pages of this journal. I've also pinned together some little fabric clusters and fabric flips. I had to have my grandsons for a while today because my daughter has to work extra. She had to work like 12 hours today. Yeah, 12 hours. It was unexpected, so she messaged me and asked me to go get the boys and bring them here. So I watched a movie with Adam that we've been wanting to watch together, and it was Back to the Future from 1985 or so. I hadn't seen it since probably 1985. I think I watched it once and then I was done. But Adam wanted to watch it with me, so he brought the movie over and we watched it. And I did this work while we watched the movie. And I'm going to have to do the same thing tomorrow. Bring them here. Give them supper. So I'm just going to kind of do what I did in these pages to make pockets for these pages, and I have some of the prep done for the pockets. I did not put any. I was looking to put pockets on the front of each signature, or most signatures, so I didn't put anything on this one. This is an authentique paper. It's got the chicken egg advertisement here, which I have a version of a digital of this, and you'll see I used it as a pocket. And chickens here. It's a really nice paper, and the chicken wire on the back of it. So I didn't put a pocket on that. I did not want to cover it. Oh yeah, there's a little girl feeding chickens there. So then moving on to the next signature. This is from a vintage children's book about farm animals. And I glued this chicken onto craft cardstock and did a punch edge at the top. And I took this advertisement from the 1940s farm magazine, and I just backed it on some paper that can be journaled on. And when I folded it to tuck it in, it cracked. So, I mean, it was backed, but the paper just cracked. So I covered it with washi tape. So I'm going to add this kind of a pocket. Do I have one already made? Yes, I do. Well, this one I can put a pocket on. This is the first signature like this is. So I will probably put something on here, but I don't know what yet. I'm just going to tuck that to the back. And this one will have this pocket. So this came from that same children's book about farm animals. And I think I'm just going to trim that a little narrower. trim this little bit off. Kind of round it like the shape there. I did that on this one. Turn this so maybe you can see it better. I had two little half circles sticking out, so I just rounded them to finish off the edge better. This one is fine the way it is. I will add something to this page to add some color, because even the insert for this pocket is this black and white. This one I don't have to fold because it was a smaller one. I'll just tuck that in there. But I'll put some kind of maybe a vintage red label up there just to put some color onto this page. I just want to ink this a bit. So where my daughter works, there are 3 people in her department out with COVID. So that's why she has to work over. So she's going to work 12 hours on Saturday. She's working till 6:30 tomorrow, but she's going in later, so it won't be a 12-hour day. So she'll get to be home with the boys. They do their schooling on computers. And they're old enough to be by themselves for some time. They did all their schoolwork at home by themselves today, and I just went and got them after school and brought them here. Made supper for them. So she'll be home with them in the morning while they start school, and then she'll go to work, and they'll finish school, and then I'll go get them and make supper for them again. Maybe we'll watch another movie, because Jungle Cruise is on Disney Plus. And I haven't seen it yet, and neither have they. I always like the Disney movies, most of them. I don't watch all of them, but I like most, and I really like, Emily, is that her name? No. The English lady that's in Jungle Cruise, and also she was in the newer Mary Poppins movie. I really like her, but I can't remember her name at the moment. So anyway, I'm just babbling. That will go in there. Then we have this one with the toile. I used this Graphic 45 pocket, and I don't have another one of those cards to make a pocket, so I'll have to use something else. What do I have? Well, I just sorted through my digitals. These are my digitals that are in my shop, and I sorted through the ones that I had printed and pulled out some that I think I'm going to put in my shop. But this one, this little girl is reaching for some apples, I think, in that basket, but there's some chickens in that cage behind her. So I think I'll make that into a pocket there. Just have to make it a little narrower. That will do. And trim off some of that top. So this is an advertising card that I actually own. I don't know if I still own it or if I sold it, but I scanned it and made a digital out of it. The Wilson Spice Company's Midsummer Greetings. So if you like that, you can look for my advertising cards digitals. There are at least 2 sets of those. My shop is always linked underneath my, like in the description box of my videos. I love this eyelet with the gingham trim threaded through it. It's perfect for that toile fabric. Okay, now to tuck inside, I have this spread of pages from the Farmer's Yearbook booklet, 1955 and 1956. So this was probably printed in 1955 or at the end of 1954. I don't know. But anyway, it's from the mid-1950s. And then I have this. It's a lot of little ads for things to do with poultry, chickens. Alright, next I have this one already put together. This is a digital I had from TLC Creates Vintage. I already had it printed. I had 4 of them printed in my shop. So I made a pocket here with the ruffle, fabric ruffle, and all I have to do is glue it on. I made them both at the same time. It saves time to do, if I'm doing multiples of one thing, to do them at the same time. I put the digital onto craft cardstock. It was printed on just paper. And I will tuck one of my Nancy inspired tags inside. I love this one. That will go in. And it looks good. There's red here and that page has red on it, so that's a good one to put in. Sorry, I'm trying to get the pin in the hole. Sometimes I just can't manage it. Okay, then, oops, sorry, this goes on this. It feels weird to have a signature that's so small with only 5 pages. The next signature is this chicken print, and I didn't cover that one up yet. I may, I don't know. Not sure what I'll do with that. This one I stamped and then painted. I painted 3 roosters at the same time because I have to get out a bunch of different ink colors and use my water brush and paint with them. So I might as well just do it all at the same time. So I did 3 because I'm doing 2 journals right now. And just in case I do the Little Red Hen Golden Book, I'll have it. And if I don't get that done now, I'll just put this with my farm stuff and it'll get used. But I combined it with this little order form for Rice Leghorn Farms to order some chickens. And this is backed to some scrapbook paper, and it's just a little tuck spot. And I put this recipe card with a chicken cake in it. So for this one, I have the same rooster, but this is text from the children's book about farm animals. And I only had one recipe card with a chicken on it, but I have this little flash card I can stick in the pocket. I love adding eclectic things to my journals. With the coffee dyed paper, it's not a smooth surface, it's wavy and bumpy, so I really press down to make sure that all the glued area connects with the paper. I thought about ironing the paper, but I really like the crinkly sound. The ironing takes away the crinkly sound. And I might add fabric tab or something on there, as well as this one. And the last signature, oh, this might be a problem, because this, I have wallpaper on the front of this, and it's a little bit narrower. So the pocket I made, well, it'll fit. It's just going to be glued onto the lace. Because I made the pockets at the same time, and this one is the wider page. We're just going to go with it. I don't want to cut off any more of that gingham, because I love that. This was a cut off piece of this, and I love the pattern on the back. And this is that digital I told you about that is like that one. And it had the branding strip on it, but if I cut that off, it wouldn't have been tall enough for this. So I took this gingham bias tape, and I just slipped one of the the bias tape has folded under edges, and I slipped one of those edges over the top to hide all the white up here, and it fit on there. It covered up that white space, and I love the addition to that. So I'm just going to glue this on and hope that I can get it to stick down there very well. I'm going to keep it folded so I make sure I don't go over the fold line when I glue this down. And I will put another one of my Nancy inspired tags in this pocket. Whoop, that popped up. So now that it's positioned, I can open it out. And I'll put this one in here, but I'll wait till the pocket is really glued down. And then we're back to the beginning. I have this Romper Room rooster card that I think is going to go in this journal. So I love the way that looks against that, so I might put something here that this can go into. But I guess, let me look at these. I've got these little pieces that I want to make sure I use. So there's the sticker. This came out of a children's book, and this came out of a children's book. I just punched it. Some text. There's the other rooster that I colored. I won't need that for these journals. And these eggs, I'll probably use my blade and try to cut that out. And I have these so I must have been running out of ink when I printed this, but I'll ink it. I had hair in my mouth. So I have my vocabulary cards I can use, flashcards, whatever they are. And these fun labels. Let me check out. No. These aren't the Denison ones, but they are a nice bright color. I want something kind of bright there to just give some nice color. These are Martha Stewart. Yeah, I like that. Shall I use that? I'll just leave these out. Maybe I'll use them some more. No, just the sticker, I guess. Oh yeah, see, almost empty bottle again. I guess I don't know if I have another bottle. I say I better fill it. I don't know how I ended up with 2 bottles of Fabri-Tac that I'm filling. I think I had a big bottle that I was pouring from and I wanted to empty it, so I had an extra of the frosting bottles, so I just emptied my big bottle. So now I have to check my supplies to see if I have another big bottle. If not, I'll have to get one next time I go to Walmart or a craft store. So that adds a little bit of color. And I could also put a little bit of fabric. I think I will put a little bit of a fabric tab or ruffle or something here to bring a little more color to that page. And that's all. That's as far as I got. I did sew one fabric flip into that first journal I was working on. I think I already used that one, didn't I? As a pocket, yep. So I think I'll use something like just a scrap of a cut off paper or something. Oh, I have this denim. That doesn't look good there. I wonder if this wallpaper would work. That would be nice. Okay, I'm going to use this, but it's fragile wallpaper, so I'm just going to cut the piece I need and glue it to some cardstock and make a pocket, and I think that'll look really nice on that page. Alright, so I think I'm going to go to bed now. But I feel better having been in here and getting a little bit more done before I go to bed. And tomorrow I'm free and clear till 3:30. when I go get the boys. Or I guess 2:30. I'll go get the boys tomorrow, but I can work in here and get a lot done. So thanks for hanging out with me. If the lighting is good, I will post this video, and I will see you in the next one. Have a creative day. Bye-bye.